Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of London's Original with Fulham, the goal-scoriest channel on YouTube for the last one day. If you are enjoying the series, do drop a like on the video. It's not for me, just feed that YouTube machine. Right, so in the last episode, yes, we did concede many goals. We conceded 9 goals in the 3 matches, but a lot of them I just feel like were so fluky, which is a bit of a shame, but hopefully we can still, I feel like that will even out of the course of the season, but we look much better going forward. We scored in all 3 games, including goals against Liverpool, 5 of them, and a goal at Old Trafford against Manchester United. We took our chance when it fell, and that's what I want to see, and a great win over West Ham. 3-0 was nothing to be sniffed at, and now we enter a run of games against teams around us who we would definitely be taking points against, and I want to see us take 5-6 points today, and I think we'll be in a really good shape to carry on with this now. I was starting to get very worried for a minute about our ability to actually stay in this league, and I was worried we might get sacked, but we just keep pulling it out the fire at the last minute. Cardiff losing, Southampton losing is helpful, but Palace winning perhaps not so much. I think we need to really rely on West Ham being worse than us this year. That's my main plan. Leicester don't look good either, though. Seri's going to be banned for the game against Brighton, which is a pain, but it will also give him a chance to be fresh, I suppose. And we created 3 clear-cut opportunities in those 3 games and had only created 2 in the previous 13 matches. So creatively, we're definitely looking better. And from set pieces as well. We scored a couple of goals from set pieces in that episode too, which I really do think is a massive bonus. And we might have actually found something there. Little question of the day for you. What is the highest scoring game you've ever actually had on FM? In terms of the overall score, not the biggest win, the overall highest scoring game. I don't know. I think 10 goals for me is probably the highest. Although there must have been a few where, I guess biggest win, but like where both teams have got loads of goals. Like, have you ever had a 5-all or a 6-all or a 7-all or anything like that? Let me know in the comments, and if you have any ideas for a question today, drop those in the comments too with the hashtag QOTD. Kamara was actually in the team of the week, along with Liverpool players too, Milner particularly. It's been no bad training performances. We've really been training well, which is nice. Something I've just noticed about Mitrovic is that in our wins this season that we've actually had, for example, he didn't play against Shrewsbury in the Cup, we won. He did play against Huddersfield, and he was okay in that game. He did not play against Palace, we won. He didn't play against Blackpool, we won. He didn't play against West Ham, we won. He didn't play against Liverpool, we drew. And, it does make you wonder if Kamara might be a better striker for us in these games. Now, it could just be pure coincidence, but I really don't think it is. I think Kamara has a great effect when he plays. Not always, but when he plays up front, he does seem to do a job for us. I'm just wondering. Not exactly flushed with players in this position at the moment, which is a bit of a pain. As a result, he might have to stay in that position, unfortunately, because we just don't have enough players in there at the moment to actually fulfill it. But soon, that might be my plan. Also going to turn Mitchell to deep lying forward, just so he can do a bit more of his normal jazz. Seri is suspended, so that means Anguissa's in today. Yeah, I think that's our lineup. Mitrovic, Schürrle, Kamara, Johansson, Kearney, Zambo Anguissa, Bryant, Ream, Chambers, Christie, and Rico. I might push Kearney to an attacking play. Not entirely sure yet. On the bench, Bettinelli, Fosu-Mensah. Ooh, Fosu-Mensah or Cyrus Christie. Ooh, that is tough, actually. Maybe Fosu-Mensah, maybe? Yeah, we'll try it. Nuno Santos, Ryan Sessegnon, Lamarchon, McDonald, and Cabano. We'll start on balance and see where we kind of go with it. I'm also tempted to potentially raise the defensive line a little bit because they've not got particularly fast strikers. So we will try it out tonight. Any points are good, but this is a winnable game against a team not really around us, but you know what I mean. Any of these games should be marked as winnable for us, really. Kearney, Izquierdo. Then again, the way this sort of series has gone is we've had one good episode and then one bad episode, sort of seemingly straight after each other lately. Schlotto. They really should be ahead there, Brighton, frankly. Johansson, bit more space. For Mitrovic, can he hold the ball up and find a pass? Oh, he does. Schürrle's in. Oh, I could have squared that and brought that back, maybe. Bissouma. Grosch. Great save from Sergio Rico. First real chance of the game for Brighton. Substitute from Mitrovic. Oh, it's hit the post and Ryan clears. Another chance for Fulham, though. Get the ball back off them a bit. We're at 0-0 here, looking like possibly just about edging the game, but it's very, very tight at the moment. But we're usually quite good in these sort of situations. When the game is very, very tight, we've come up with quite a good few opportunities so far. Kamara. Kearney, he's through. Over the bar. This player's out wide for a reason. Kearney. Fosu-Mensah, ball in, Kamara, Mitrovic, 1-0 Fulham, 67 minutes on the clock, Alexander Mitrovic assisted by Kamara. That is a huge goal for our season, and somehow we'd still be in the relegation zone, but at least we're looking vastly better than we were before now. 67 minutes on the clock, ball in, Kamara slides it across, Mitrovic is there, and it's 1-0 to Fulham at the Cottage. At least we can make the home games winnable, that's the plan anyway. Schürrle hasn't had the best day, so we're going to get Sess on instead, and just deploy him as a normal style winger. Also, McDonald in for Johansson just because he's knackered. And we'll leave the other sub in case we need it. West Ham 4-0 up over Leicester. We were a couple of minutes away from what would be... Oh, no. No. Not Cart. Cleared away. Oh, Mitrovic is through. Come on, 2-0. Go on, Mitra. You know you want to, Sonny Jim. It's a bit poor, really, isn't it? But we've got the ball away. And I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to do it. Another win. Yes, Fulham 1, Brighton 0. Still in the relegation zone, but another win on the board. Brighton threw everything at it towards the end of that game, but it did not matter. Mitrovic's goal seals the deal for Fulham, and we've won another one. That's huge. Don't know if the tactical changes I made actually made much difference in that one. I think we just won because we just got our chance and we defended well. Weirdly, the board are now even more happy and say my job is secure at 58%. We're doing all right here, guys. However, chances of us signing anyone are basically nil at the moment. We have no transfer budget and a negative wage bill. Now, Bettinelli wants to leave. Why is it we have backup players complaining about the lack of football? That's what a backup does. Oh, good. You've handed in a transfer request. What a massive shock. That's 2 goalkeepers now that have done that. Right, Huddersfield away in the Cup. We're going to play a totally rotated side because the league is so much more important right now. We've achieved what we wanted to achieve in the Cup, so rotation it is. Okay, so we're going to go with Ayite Kamara as a pressing forward, Cabano, McDonald, O'Reilly, Cisse, Ryan Sessegnon at left back, Lamarchon, Adoy, Steven Sessegnon at right back, and Bettinelli in goal, except not Bettinelli in goal, who, despite being injured, was actually complaining about not playing. GG, mate, GG. On the bench, Rico, Chambers, Ream, Schürrle, Christie, Harris, and Nico Santos. Decided to put Harris into the first team anyway. He played so well against Liverpool, I think he's earned it. Right, let's have this. I don't care if we go through or not, but a nice performance would be kind of interesting. And the fact is, if we did go through, that would be a semi-final we'd got to. So the ball might be pleased with that. Please don't concede from a corner. Van La Parra's ball in. There's enough players there to clear this, surely. Williams back for Van La Parra. Ball in. Oh, dear. Straight at the back post, and Diakabi with the goal for Huddersfield. They've created a lot so far, to be fair. Our team just isn't strong enough at the moment, and that's fine. We're resting players for the weekend. They appear to not be doing that at all. We cleared the initial danger, and then it just comes straight back at us, unfortunately. A few times that's happened, and nobody tracks the runner into the box, despite having all of our players in the box. We've not been that bad, really. I think that on another day, we might have taken something from this game in terms of could have got through, potentially. Created a few little opportunities here and there. Decent number of shots. Just wasn't to be. The quality of player on the pitch just wasn't good enough. Looking long. McDonald wins it. Santos. Schürrle. Could maybe get a few men beyond here. We've got some players coming in. Schürrle's ball. Harris! Oh my god, Jaden Harris should have scored for Fulham. I'm weirdly kind of glad he didn't, though, because that probably would have meant, well, it would have definitely meant more games, potentially. And I don't mind going out 1-0. We still looked pretty decent, even with a massively rotated side, so I feel like against a better team, with a better team, we could do better than this. And Harris was actually man of the match in this one, too, so this kid's clearly got some potential. Ooh, we get a youth intake at some point in this save. I forgot about that. Still going to yell at them, though, because I'm mean like that. So something I found that worked quite nicely against Huddersfield, although we didn't actually win the game, but we were doing nothing before I changed this, was I pushed our defensive line right up and tried to squeeze them. I think that's a good plan B, in case we're not quite having the foothold on the game that we might want, particularly if we've got a decent possession already. Watford today, this is a tough one, because they are 7th in the league and really, really decent. So we're going to have to go out there and play our best. We are at home, and we'll have hopefully a pretty fresh-looking team too. So this is the lineup I think I'm going to go with. Kamara, Schürrle, Ayite, Johansson, Kearney, Seri, Brian, Ream, Chambers, Fossey Mensah, and Rico. Although I think I'll probably move Kamara back onto an advanced forward, because he's played his best when he's in that role. And on the bench, Fabricio, Adoy, Anguissa, Mitrovic, Lamarchon, Ryan Sessegnon, and Niskins Cabano. I want to get Vieto back too, though, because that's the real missing link, I think. Okay, the players are up for revenge against Watford. I'm a fan of that. We lost 3-2, remember, on the opening day of the season, thanks to Troy Deeney's hat-trick. Right, let's have this. I think this is a game that, again, we could earmark as one we could potentially win. We played well enough against them earlier in the season. They're still beatable, I hope, anyway. So the change I made against Huddersfield was to go a higher defensive line when that happened, and to get stuck. No, we're already on 2 yellow cards. Just to try and compress them a little bit and force some opportunities a bit more. Here we go, a chance potentially. Kearney's free kick. What a save from Gomez. And the bloody league table's disappeared again because of the cup, hasn't it? We get Lamarchon on there since he actually can play there. I'm not too sure about Kamara, to be honest. I'm thinking maybe Mitro, double change at halftime. He's not quite cutting it at the moment. And I want to make sure that we can get something from this game. 0-0 is fine for now, but in what's often happened in these games recently, or before, what would happen? Oh no. It is that it would be 0-0 at half-time and then we throw it all away in the second half. What's happened more recently is we've actually turned it on in the second half and come up with something, which is better. Gomez bringing it away. Capoue knocks it down. Oh, good lord. Ball over the top for Troy Deeney. No! Saved! Well played. We got away with that one. Gonna get Schürrle off for Sessegnon. Bring Sess on. Make him a winger. And try that. Also go a bit more positive. Please not a set-piece conceded goal. Oh my goodness. This is a tight old game. Watford probably deserve it at the moment. If we just go a tiny little bit longer, perhaps. Just a teensy little bit. Get that ball up to Mitrovic a bit more now that we've got him there. Seri, Johansson, Mitrovic. Can he turn and shoot? Oh, what a chance. Johansson's hit the post. That could have been the winner. hit a few early crosses in there as well. Really get that ball into the box for the final few minutes of this game. See if we can't make something fall out of the trees here. Doesn't look like it. It looks like we're going to get a 0-0 draw at home to Watford, which is not ideal, I grant you. But it is also better than nothing against a pretty decent side, frankly. So it's a point gained rather than a potential points lost in this one, and another clean sheet, which keeps us tight at the back at least. Down at the bottom now, it's still looking very, very tight. Southampton have caught up a little bit, but a single win now could catapult us above both West Ham and Crystal Palace. And we've got Burnley next, and that is a potentially winnable game. And that would actually get us very, very close to a lot of the teams around us if we could just get one more win. Cardiff losing 3-0 at home to Bournemouth certainly helps. And Burnley getting humped by Man United also gives us a little bit more juice. So I said that I'd be happy if we got 5 or 6 points from this episode. So far, we've got 4 points. We've got the draw at home to Watford, and we got the win against Brighton. A win against Burnley, though, would be massive, but a draw. I think as long as we don't lose this game, I'll be happy, but the win is kind of important. Next up as well, we've got Leicester and Southampton, 2 more potentially winnable matches, but they are away, I think. And Cardiff have managed to go and beat Newcastle, because of course they bloody have. Well, at least Leicester and Southampton lost, although Wolves and West Ham's wins is not fantastic. But if we win today, it could make a huge, huge dent in it. A win for us today would move us out the relegation zone above Palace, but also it would move us right into a pack of teams where we could get above any number of them as far up as 13th place then. We really need to do that, and we are massive favourites too, which is great. I'm going back to the tried and tested method, though, of Alexander Mitrovic. Ayite will start this game. I know these guys need a rest, but I just think they really have to start this match. This is quite important for us to have them in the team today, unfortunately. But I might start Steven Sessegnon on the right-hand side instead of Fosu Mensah, so we can at least give him a little bit of a rest, because Sess has been all right. On the bench, Bettinelli, Sessegnon, Anguissa, Vietto, Odoi, McDonald, and Kamara. We'll surely get someone like Vietto on maybe for the second half, but it'll be definitely fit for the next game, and that's really important. But I do want Mitrovic playing as a deep-lying forward, just to bring other players into the game. That's quite important as well. We're going to start this game positively, I think. This is one worth doing in that. I really hope we win this one. This is a big one for us. If we win this, things start to look a little bit more rosy, and there's a lot more of an opportunity for us. God, oh, come on. Oh, dear. We got caught out way too easily there, guys. Come on. They seem to reckon that a slightly longer ball might be what we need to come up with here, and I'm actually going to agree with them for once. Sessegnon on the edge. Go on, ball in. Somebody find a good ball in. We're often good in these positions. And, oh, what a save! Schürrle on the rebound. Fulham 1, Burnley 0. We have the lead just inches before, well, not like 10 minutes before half-time. We've got the lead here. And Andre Schürrle has definitely been a very good player for us over the past few matches. He scored some very important goals. Kearney's ball in was brilliant. Schürrle's header, somehow, the keeper does get a touch to it, but on the rebound, it's in the back of the net. And as things stand, we are heading out of the relegation zone. Oh, at the halfway stage of the season. Right, now we'll switch to cautious for the rest of this game to try and hang on to this lead. We've got ourselves in front, and that is massive for us. Steph is playing all right, but he is completely knackered, and I think this is a good time to maybe bring someone like Frank on. We've also got the option of Vietto, remember, for the second half, and oh, that's the sound of the board hitting me up on Facebook and telling me that I'm going to keep my job, hopefully. Kearney inside. Outside for Brian. Over the top, Schürrle's in, you know. He could be through. Oh my goodness me, it's Fulham 2, Burnley 0, just after half-time now. Andre Schürrle with his second goal of the game, and that's come out of nowhere. What a weird goal. Just ball over the Anguissa, and Brian just lumps it down the line. Schürrle just outpaces his man. But what about this, though? Gets inside, another touch, round the goalkeeper, and it's 2-0 at Craven Cottage. And Fulham, we could go 3 games without conceding at this rate if we play our cards right. Home form is massive for us now. Now would be probably a good time to get someone like Vietto on. And we can always replace Mitrovic with Kamara later in the game, but get Vietto a bit of a chance now. Get him a bit of a run out, see what he can come up with. We're going to get Mitro off now and get Abubakar Kamara on for the final moments of this game. Kearney, oh damn it, I should have noticed that really. Kearney's got a tight groin. Thankfully we've got a 2-goal lead, but we've still got to be careful here that they don't get any good balls into the box. Here we go, Anguissa. Here he goes, he's into the channel. You know, oh, ball over the top for Kamara. He's through. Oh, and a good save from Tom Heaton. Another good chance for us though. Home form has been fantastic for us lately. Kamara's in. Saved by Heaton again. Surely this game is going to be over, but we've created 3 clear-cut chances in one game, which is brilliant for us. Ball in, headed away. We're going to keep 3 clean sheets in a row in the league, which is fantastic. This is the exact opposite of what we were doing earlier this season. Now it only takes us 1 goal to win a game, basically, and sometimes we're getting more than that. And there's the win. I didn't even notice that. Fulham 2, Burnley 0. Great result on the night. 2 goals for Andre Schürrle. Brilliant performance from him and a fantastic performance from us, which moves us out of the relegation zone. Bloody-perb. Oh, I'm just feeling the relief washing over me at the moment that it feels like we're finally on the up here. Still, we're actually now 2 points clear of the relegation zone. Goal difference is looking about as bad as all the teams around us, but we're now only 1 point behind 13th place Burnley. That's where we've got to be aiming for, that 13th place. Just keep getting the wins. We've got 2 more winnable games up next. We've got Leicester away and bottom of the table Southampton. These are all winnable matches, and we've done brilliantly today. 7 points from the games I wanted to get the wins from. Huge for us. Next episode, I guess we're going to finish off this little run with Leicester, Southampton, Sunderland, and Newcastle. All winnable games again. We could potentially take even more points from that, and we kind of need to, because we're almost certainly going to have a crazy difficult run immediately after that. So we want to be in a good position to be able to lose a few games and not get dragged completely into the relegation zone. But I'm super happy with that, and I hope you guys are as well. That is amazing. No goals conceded in the league in this episode, and 3 scored, which is less goals scored, but much better defensively. We're looking superb lately. In fact, how many points have we taken? We've only lost 1 of our last 6 league games, and we've won 3 of them and drawn 2. That's 11 points from 6 matches. Much better. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this, and I hope you have, because we're really starting to turn a corner now, then do drop a like on the video. That would be awesome. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for new videos every single day at the moment. And I will join you guys in the next episode for the remainder of this winnable run, where hopefully we can pull ourselves nice and clear before going on another dreadful run. But I feel like I've got more confidence in the team now. Plus, signings, potentially. You never know. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.